Welcome to Newport, Rhode Island, a place synonymous with the opulence and extravagance of America's Gilded Age. Here, amidst a collection of architectural marvels, stands Chateau Sur Mer, a true testament to a bygone era of immense wealth and refined taste. This magnificent estate offers a unique window into the lives of America's elite. Chateau Sur Mer, meaning castle by the sea, was one of the very first grand mansions built in Newport. Its construction marked a pivotal moment, ushering in the era of lavish summer cottages that would define the city for decades. It remains a cornerstone of American architectural history. The story of Chateau Sur Mer begins with William Shepherd Wetmore, a wealthy China trade merchant. He commissioned the original structure, completed in 1852, as his family's summer residence. Wetmore envisioned a substantial and elegant home, reflecting his considerable fortune and social standing. Upon his death, the estate passed to his son, George Peabody Wetmore, who would further transform the property. George, a future governor and senator of Rhode Island, embarked on an ambitious expansion that cemented the mansion's legendary status. His vision elevated the home to unprecedented levels of luxury. The initial construction of Chateau Sur Mer in the 1850s cost an estimated $190,000, a staggering sum for its time. This figure would equate to many millions in today's currency, showcasing the immense investment from the outset. The mansion itself spans an impressive 40,000 square feet. This vast footprint encompasses over 40 rooms, each meticulously designed and decorated. The sheer scale of the property was intended to impress and accommodate the elaborate social gatherings characteristic of the Gilded Age. It was a statement of power and prestige. In the 1870s, George Peabody Wetmore engaged the renowned architect Richard Morris Hunt for a significant renovation and expansion. Hunt, a pioneer of American architecture, transformed Chateau Sur Mer into a masterpiece of High Victorian Gothic style. His work added dramatic towers, intricate stonework, and elaborate interiors. This extensive redesign cost an additional $200,000, nearly doubling the original investment. Hunt's influence is evident throughout the mansion, from its grand hall to its richly appointed reception rooms. He created a cohesive and breathtaking architectural statement. Maintaining an estate of Chateau Sur Mer's magnitude required an army of dedicated staff. During its heyday, the mansion employed between 15 and 20 domestic servants year-round, with numbers swelling to over 30 during the bustling summer season. These individuals ensured the smooth operation of every aspect of the household. From butlers and cooks to maids, gardeners, and stable hands, each played a crucial role. Their tireless work allowed the Wetmore family to live a life of unparalleled comfort and leisure. The intricate dance between the family and their staff was a defining feature of Gilded Age living. Chateau Sur Mer stands today as one of the best preserved examples of High Victorian architecture in America. It offers an invaluable glimpse into the social customs, technological advancements, and artistic tastes of the late 19th century. Its history is deeply intertwined with the story of Newport itself. This magnificent mansion continues to captivate visitors with its grandeur and historical significance. It serves as a powerful educational tool, bringing the Gilded Age to life for new generations. Now, sit back, relax, and join us on a walkthrough of this mansion as of Christmas 2025.
you have any dogs?
No.
No dogs. Hamsters? You got hamsters.
I did have a hamster at one point, but it died.
I'm sorry. Fishies. Oh, we did too. Yeah. What's your cat's name?
Belly.
Belly or Belly?
And you can call me Master. She's like, I would say grayish blackish. Like a little bit gray.
But what color eyes does she have?
Thick eyes.
Yeah. She's part Siamese. Oh, she's part Siamese.
This would be southwest looking window.
Yeah, but here's all 1, 2, 3, 6.
Soft, and I think it might be a popsicle. Might be what? A popsicle. I'm not sure. She was,
So all of the anchors are just doing here. Like I said though, if you do the other 3 properties, so today's last day of the property.
For here,
Here,
right.
and then Marble House and the Allens are still gonna be open.
Right.
If you do an access pass for each of 75, you do, that's basically gonna be the same price as the 3 houses, yeah.
That's right, it is the same price.